Now, but honestly, Fallout is one of my favorite series. I love the Fallout series, and I don't know, I guess it's because I love the idea of a post-apocalypse. I'm always interested in stories about the apocalypse, the post-apocalypse, and stuff like that. And I'm always interested in Western stories. And this is what this game combines. It combines Western with post-apocalyptic, which is very interesting. It's a weird way to take a game like this, but it's an interesting way to take a game like this. I guess this is why I like New Vegas so much. The thing is that a lot of people try to say New Vegas sucks compared to Fallout 3. While I do agree in some cases, there are other cases I can't agree with when it comes to Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Example. It feels like Fallout 3 may be a larger map, but there's not a lot in that map. It feels like a lot of empty spaces we go into half the time. I know that's a weird thing to say, but that's what it feels like Fallout 3 sometimes. Fallout 3 feels like there's a lot of empty spaces. In the words of Zero Punctuation, it feels like that they had a large piece of bread and didn't spread enough Branston pickle on that bread. So in other terms, it feels like they had a big piece of bread but not enough peanut butter. That's what it felt like in Fallout 3. It felt like there was a lot to see but not a lot to do at times. Fallout New Vegas, a lot of I don't feel like that half the time. There's a lot of checkpoints, there's a lot of towns that you can go into, and there's a lot of locations you can explore. So this is why I don't have that empty feeling sometimes when I play New Vegas. I guess that's just me. I mean, everybody has their own preference. If you like Fallout 3 more than Fallout New Vegas, I'm not going to hate you for it, because I understand. I like Fallout 3 as well. I just played Fallout New Vegas first. I mean, Fallout New Vegas was the first Fallout game I ever played, and then I went back and tried out Fallout 3. Fallout 3 I didn't 100%, but neither did I do with Fallout New Vegas, and, well, because I didn't 100% those games, I didn't find everything. But I did try to do my best to find all the unique weapons in both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Well, at least you're one of the few people who actually like them equally. Me, I like New Vegas a little bit more than 3, but that's just my own opinion. I'm not gonna beat someone to death because they like Fallout 3 more than they do Fallout New Vegas. I'm not gonna beat that person to death because that's their own opinion and they're entitled to their opinion. All I'm saying is that I don't think Fallout New Vegas was as bad of a game as everybody was saying it was. I mean, they could have given us a way, way worse Fallout game. And that's saying a lot. Yeah, exactly. You like New Vegas! How dare you! How do you not like Fallout 3? Fallout 3 is better! That's what I hear sometimes. I hear people complain that I like New Vegas more than I do Fallout 3. Yeah, I do! But I don't hate Fallout 3. I love Fallout 3. I beat all the DLC with that game. I just think Fallout 3 is not as while Fallout 3 is larger, Fallout New Vegas just feels a little bit more filled, if that's even the word. But don't get me wrong, if I was to compare Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3 would win. In a comparison, in a fight, basically comparing the two games, Fallout 3 would win hands down over Fallout New Vegas. I'm sorry to say, but here's how it would go. For Fallout 3 has a more expansive map than Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas has a smaller map, but a lot more to see inside of it. But because of how large the map in Fallout 3 is, you'll be on this adventure road for a long time, so you feel like you're actually adventuring from point A to point B, and some people actually like that in Fallout. They like the feel of adventure, the vast loneliness sometimes, which is why, more people will gravitate towards Fallout 3 than Fallout New Vegas. So, yeah, Fallout 3 will win a point in the map department. In the character department, I feel like Fallout New Vegas is better than Fallout 3. Yes, I know, Fallout 3's your father in Fallout 3 is voiced by Liam Nielsen, I think his name is. Liam Nielsen or something like that. But there wasn't a lot of memorable characters in Fallout 3 as there were in Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas had a little bit more memorable characters, even if they were side characters, and their followers was a lot more expansive. I mean, come on. Fallout 3 had... Let's try to go through the followers a little bit. Fallout 3 had Dogmeat. Fallout New Vegas has Rex. Fallout 3 had Jericho. Fallout New Vegas has Boone. Fallout 3 had Paladin Star Cross. Fallout 3 has Veronica. Do you see where I'm going with this? No matter how you try to do it, Fallout 3 just has the better character roster, in my opinion, and has better followers than Fallout 3. But I'm not going to say Fallout 3's, followers are bad. They're good. It's just they don't have very good characters. Who's this guy?
Our forces suffered a huge blow at Forlorn Hope. We'll remember that.
Get me, that's being honest. I feel like the roster's better in Fallout New Vegas, so New Vegas wins a point there. Story-wise, Fallout 3 wins hands down. There's no lying that Fallout 3 would win in the story department over Fallout New Vegas, because of one simple fact. Fallout New Vegas is a revenge story, and revenge stories aren't normally good. I'm sorry to say, but it is true. Fallout New Vegas is a revenge story. You get shot in the head and the platinum chip is stolen from you. You wake up after surviving getting shot in the head and you go after the guy who shot you in the head. It's a revenge story, no matter how you try to say it. But then it changes from a revenge story to a war story in many cases. Because of, having to choose a side. Do you choose NCR? Do you choose Legion? Do you choose Mr. House? Or do you choose Independence? And honestly, I don't like the story to Fallout New Vegas that much. Fallout 3 has a better story because it's more like a changing the world, like actually trying to save the wasteland kind of story. And that makes a little bit more sense than Fallout New Vegas' story.
Hello, potential. Welcome, sir or madam.
Alright. Wow, I talked for a long time about Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. But then again, that's really about it. In a fight, Fallout 3 would win against Fallout New Vegas. It's just a simple fact that Fallout 3 is the superior game. I mean, I can keep saying how much I like Fallout New Vegas, but I can openly admit that Fallout 3 is the better game. And let me get into the department of DLC. Let me get into the department of DLC. Yeah, rant is going to continue. DLC-wise, I think Fallout New Vegas had the better DLC than Fallout 3. Granted, Fallout 3 did have a DLC that allowed you to continue the story after you beat the game, but Fallout New Vegas had a lot more interesting DLC. Honest Hearts was one of them that I really loved, and I feel like a lot of people loved it. Fallout New Vegas had Honest Hearts, which was basically talking about Joshua Graham, the Burned Man, the person that, Caesar's Legion talks about. And if you went for Caesar's Legion, you would learn more about the Burned Man. So this DLC actually expands on your knowledge about the Burned Man. Fallout 3 had many DLC, like the Pit. The Pit I consider one of the best DLC for Fallout 3. One of, not the best. I think Point Lookout is probably the best for Fallout 3. I don't know why I like Point Lookout so much. Either Point Lookout, Broken Steel, or the Pit. It's one of those three. It's one of those three I consider the best for Fallout 3. For me, I might say Broken Steel, because it is a continuation. But Fallout New Vegas just had better DLC. I mean, Fallout 3 had the Pit, Fallout New Vegas had Honest Hearts. Fallout 3 had Mothership Zeta, Fallout New Vegas had Old World Blues. And no, I'm not going to do a comparison joke again, because I already did that. But all I'm going to say is that when you compare the DLC, Fallout New Vegas has a one-up on it in many cases. So DLC-wise, I would say Fallout New Vegas is the better game when it comes to DLC. They're very expansive, very interesting, and actually have some great backstory to them. Not to mention, let's face it guys, the addition of the DLC for Courier 6. Yes, that was the best DLC for Fallout New Vegas. The addition of the DLC for Courier 6, who's been an interesting character since the beginning. You learned about Courier 6 at the very beginning of the game, but only through Lonesome Road do you not only learn who Courier 6 is, but you learn who your character is. Like, your character's past. So that's why I consider Lonesome Road the one-up that Fallout New Vegas had over Fallout 3.
Come back.
But now it's tied 2-2. Fallout New Vegas has 2 points and Fallout 3 has 2 points. So it comes down to my final opinion. Overall, both games are great, but I feel like Fallout 3 is the better game in many cases, and I already explained why. Practically, the game is better. I mean, the story is better, the characters are, you know, okay for the most part. But what saves Fallout 3 from what makes Fallout 3 better than Fallout New Vegas is just its sheer idea of post-apocalyptia. Because let's face it, you run into these locations that are worn and torn. You run into these locations that actually look like a post-apocalypse. Face it guys, the first time y'all went to Megaton, y'all were like, holy shit, what the fuck happened here? Only to find out that it was just a town built around an atomic bomb. Megaton is by far one of my favorite towns in Fallout history. Only because of the sheer ingenuity. I don't know, it's just... Megaton was a great first impression for what you're gonna see in the Fallout games. You know what I mean? Like, Megaton was a great first impression. Goodsprings was not. I'm sorry to say, but Goodsprings in Fallout New Vegas was not a good first impression to help you get into the idea of post-apocalyptia. While Fallout 3's Megaton was a good example of post-apocalyptia. This is why I consider Fallout 3 to be better than Fallout New Vegas in many cases. It had a better first impression. And that's important. If your game doesn't have a good first impression, it's not going to do well. And Fallout 3 had the best first impression. While Fallout New Vegas, its first impression wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It could have been done a lot better. And that's saying a lot.